Number 10. Lung cancer remains the deadliest cancer worldwide. Yet it is also one of the most preventable because tobacco smoke causes nearly 90% of cases. You probably think lung cancer only strikes heavy smokers or older people, and that there is nothing you can do once diagnosed. But science proves that quitting smoking at any age slashes your risk dramatically within years. Researchers at the National Institutes of Health and the 2025 World Health Organization report show that former smokers who quit before age 40 cut their lung cancer risk by 90% compared to continuing smokers, while avoiding secondhand smoke radon testing and air pollution further reduces risk. The irony is brutal. While you worry about genetics or pollution, the single biggest preventable cause is completely under your control. Lung cancer prevention starts with never starting to smoke and using nicotine replacement or counseling to quit permanently. This fact alone could prevent 4 in 10 cancer deaths globally, according to the latest WHO data, making it the most powerful lifestyle change you can make today. Number 9. Colorectal cancer, which includes colon and rectal tumors, is highly preventable through screening, diet, and lifestyle changes that most people ignore until it is too late. You probably think colorectal cancer is just bad luck, or something that only runs in families. But science proves that up to 50% of cases are linked to poor diet, low fiber, high processed meat, alcohol, and lack of exercise. Landmark studies from the American Cancer Society and published in a cancer journal for clinicians, confirm that regular colonoscopy screening, starting at age 45, catches polyps before they turn cancerous, while a diet rich in whole grains, vegetables, and fiber, plus 30 minutes of daily exercise cuts risk by 30 to 40%. The evolutionary reason is simple. Our ancestors ate far more plant fiber and moved constantly. Yet, modern processed diets create chronic inflammation in the gut. Prevention is straightforward. Maintain healthy weight, limit red and processed meats, avoid excess alcohol, and get screened on time, turning this common cancer into one of the most avoidable. Number 8. Breast cancer. The most common cancer in women is strongly influenced by lifestyle factors you can control, even with genetic risks present. You probably think breast cancer is mostly genetic or inevitable for some families, but science proves that maintaining healthy weight, limiting alcohol, avoiding hormone replacement therapy, when possible, breastfeeding and regular exercise, reduce risk by up to 30%. Research from the World Cancer Research Fund and 2025 data show that women who stay physically active, keep body fat low, and limit alcohol to less than 1 drink per day have significantly lower rates, while mammogram screening catches early-stage disease when it is highly curable. The irony is that while many fear family history, the majority of cases occur in women without strong genetic links, and simple daily habits make a measurable difference. Prevention includes knowing your family history, getting screened starting at the recommended age, and adopting these evidence-based habits that protect breast tissue long-term. Number 7. Prostate cancer. The leading cancer in men is largely preventable through diet, exercise, and smart screening decisions that many men skip. You probably think prostate cancer is just an age thing, with no real prevention, but science proves that maintaining healthy weight, eating plenty of tomatoes, cruciferous vegetables, and fatty fish, while limiting dairy and red meat lowers risk. Studies from Harvard School of Public Health and published in the Journal of the National Cancer Institute link regular physical activity to 20 to 30% lower prostate cancer rates, while PSA screening discussions with your doctor starting at age 50 help catch aggressive forms early. The evolutionary angle is clear. Our ancestors ate more plant-based diets and stayed active, yet modern sedentary lifestyles and high-fat processed foods promote inflammation in the prostate. Prevention is practical. Get regular checkups, maintain healthy weight, and choose anti-inflammatory foods that protect prostate cells over decades. Number 6. Skin cancer, including melanoma, is almost entirely preventable by protecting yourself from ultraviolet radiation, the main cause of most cases. You probably think skin cancer only happens to people who burn easily or spend too much time at the beach, but science proves that 90% of cases are caused by UV exposure from sun or tanning beds. The American Academy of Dermatology and 2025 cancer statistics confirm that daily broad-spectrum SPF 30 sunscreen protective clothing and avoiding peak sun hours between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. risk dramatically, while never using tanning beds prevents melanoma. the deadliest form. The irony is brutal. While you chase a tan, your skin cells are accumulating DNA damage that can turn cancerous years later. Prevention is simple. Use sunscreen daily, check your skin monthly, and avoid artificial UV sources, turning skin cancer into one of the most avoidable cancers on the list. Number 5. Pancreatic cancer is one of the deadliest yet highly preventable through lifestyle changes that most people never consider until it is too late. You probably think pancreatic cancer is purely genetic or random bad luck, with almost no warning signs. But science proves that smoking, obesity, chronic heavy alcohol use, and diets high in processed meats and sugary drinks drive up to 40% of cases. Landmark research from the American Cancer Society and published in CA, a cancer journal for clinicians, shows that maintaining a healthy weight, never smoking, limiting alcohol to 1 drink per day, and eating a Mediterranean-style diet rich in fruits, vegetables, and whole grains can slash risk by 30 to 50%. The evolutionary reason is simple. Our ancestors ate far less processed food and stayed active, yet modern diets inflame the pancreas over decades. Prevention is practical. Get screened if you have family history or new onset diabetes after age 50. Quit smoking immediately and focus on anti-inflammatory foods, turning this aggressive cancer into one you can actively avoid. Number 4. Liver cancer, often linked to hepatitis, viruses, alcohol, and fatty liver disease, is now one of the fastest rising cancers, but also one of the most preventable, with vaccines and simple habits. You probably think liver cancer only happens to heavy drinkers or people in developing countries, but science proves that hepatitis B, vaccination, chronic alcohol use, obesity, and exposure to aflatoxins in certain foods account for the majority of cases worldwide. Studies from the World Health Organization and published in The Lancet confirm that universal hepatitis B vaccination, plus avoiding excessive alcohol, maintaining healthy weight, and treating hepatitis C early can prevent up to 70% of liver cancers. The irony is brutal. While you worry about rare toxins, your daily drinking and processed food habits are quietly damaging the liver for years. Prevention starts with getting vaccinated, getting screened if you have risk factors, and choosing a liver-friendly lifestyle that protects this vital organ long-term. Number 3. Cervical cancer is almost entirely preventable through HPV vaccination, regular pap smears, and safe sexual practices. Yet it still claims hundreds of thousands of lives yearly. You probably think cervical cancer is unavoidable for some women or only linked to genetics, but science proves that persistent HPV infection caused by certain strains is responsible for nearly all cases. The World Health Organization and 2025 data show that the HPV vaccine given before sexual activity prevents up to 97% of cervical cancers, while regular screening catches precancerous changes early are 100% curable. The evolutionary mismatch is clear. Our bodies never evolved. Strong defenses against modern sexual behaviors and delayed screening. Prevention is straightforward. Get the HPV vaccine for both boys and girls, practice safe sex, and follow screening guidelines, turning this cancer into one that could be virtually eliminated in the next generation. Number 2. Stomach cancer, which is strongly tied to H. pylori infection. Smoking and preserved salty foods is highly preventable through early detection and dietary shifts. You probably think stomach cancer is rare or only affects older Asian populations, but science proves that H. pylori bacteria, combined with smoking, high-salt diets, and processed meats, cause the majority of cases globally. Research from the International Agency for Research on Cancer and published in Gut Journal shows that eradicating H. pylori with antibiotics in high-risk people, plus quitting smoking, eating more fresh fruits and vegetables, and limiting salted preserved foods, reduces risk by 40 to 60%. The irony is that while you focus on exotic risks, your daily diet and possible silent infection are the real drivers. Prevention includes testing and treating H. pylori. If you have symptoms or family history, plus adopting a fresh whole food diet that protects the stomach lining. Number 1. The overarching truth about every type of cancer is that up to 50% of all cases worldwide are preventable through the same evidence-based lifestyle choices that protect against the cancers we have already covered. You probably think cancer is mostly random, bad luck, or unavoidable genetics. But science proves that tobacco use, poor diet, excess alcohol, physical inactivity, infections, and UV exposure cause half of all cancers, according to the World Health Organization's 2025 Global Cancer Report. Large-scale studies involving millions of participants confirm that never smoking, maintaining healthy weight, exercising 30 minutes daily, eating mostly plants, limiting alcohol, getting vaccinated for HPV and hepatitis, and getting appropriate screenings can slash your personal cancer risk dramatically. The evolutionary reason is simple. Our bodies evolved in low-sugar, low-toxin environments with constant movement, yet modern life bombards us with cancer-promoting factors every day. This final number is the most important because the same habits that prevent lung, colorectal, breast, and all the others work together to protect you from almost every cancer type. Start today with one change. Quit smoking, eat one more vegetable, or book that screening, and you are already lowering your risk in measurable ways. Cancer prevention is not complicated. It is consistent daily choices that add up to a longer, healthier life. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe to see more.